Are we in like our own cells, or are we sharing a cell together, or what's the situation here?
Well, I guess let's just. I mean, do you guys have a maybe a story of how you guys got into got committed?
Hmm.
Well, Arnie thought his uh, thought his girlfriend was one of these tentacle creatures that he sees from time to time, and he took his claws and just tore her apart and ripped her heart out and started just chewing and ripping it apart with his lizard lizard teeth, and eventually he ate the entire heart, and that's when they knew they had to put old Arnie away.
All right, Johnson, Jetty.
Well, Jetty doesn't say a whole lot. Jetty doesn't remember a whole lot either. All he knows is he thirsts for a lot of blood. He yearns for the destruction of anything and everything around him. And that's probably why he's hooked up to an IV that controls controls his bloodthirst, his berserker rage whenever he sees anyone. He just needs to tear them to pieces. He doesn't he doesn't know why, he just wants to.
Johnson.
Um, Johnson is like he's he's pretty chill. He's good at fighting and he's like big and strong, but he doesn't really he's not really that aggressive. But yeah, he believes that he is in a coma and that when he dies in this life that he's created in his mind, he'll wake up from his coma. And so he wants to do something in this world before that's significant in this world in his mind. And he's not afraid of death, so that makes him do uh, do really foolish things. Um, and the way he got into the asylum is because he tried to he tried to stop a bank robber, um, and then he pinned down the bank robber, or he was in the middle of a bank robbery, and then he tried to catch the bank robber, but he beat him up until he was unconscious, and then the cops came, and then kept beating him up, and the cops were like, he's okay, or he's incapacitated now. You don't have to keep hitting him, and then he just kept beating him up until like his face was all exploded. And yeah, and so they decided that he was insane.
So you guys were doing. I mean, went through your struggles in life. Ended up in court. And then locked away in in a loony bin for a long time. Uh, and we begin with Johnson and Jetty waking up in the dark room, and what wakes you up is screams from outside. You just hear, and it stops.
So Johnson, he gets up.
You try to get up. You try to get up, and you see that you're restrained. you have something is tying you. You're on a bed and you're like tied up by the arms.
Um, so I look around to see if it's my cell.
No, you don't recognize this place. Like last time you went to sleep, in your ordinary cell, and this room looks nothing like it. It's very dark. Uh, it's very messy. There's some blood on the ground. There's like a broken window. There's blood near the broken window. There's like bars there. A lot of beds in just like horrible shape, and very, very poor lighting.
Um, so how am I restrained? I'm tied up, right?
Yeah, you're tied up. Like this bed wasn't isn't exactly made for restraint. It's you're just tied up with a rope that's coming around from the bottom of the bed.
Um, so I tug at it a lot to see if it'll give out.
You have a lot of strength.
Yes, or not a lot, but a good amount.
Do a strength roll.
Yay!
And Jetty wakes up at the same time. He's at an adjacent bed.
I got a 2 on both my D8 and my D6. I am going to. No, that's not worth bending it. Never mind. So I
Yeah.
tug at it and nothing happens.
Um, should we play with special bennies? I've been playing my Deadlands games with special bennies.
Nah, I think normal bennies are fine.
Okay, so everyone starts with 3 bennies.
Okay.
Alright. Jetty or anything else, Johnson?
Yes, Jetty's also a little bit concerned for the restraints. He doesn't like the restraints, and I'm going to assume that I'm not hooked up to an IV at the moment.
No.
So I'm also going to attempt to break free from the restraints as well.
Alright.
And
Damn, D10 strength.
I rolled a 6 on my D6.
Nice. You rip out with one of with your dominant arm. You just rip this rope out from whatever was tied to underneath the bed. You could undo the ropes with just you could just untie the knots.
Wait, I have a question. Is my mouth bound, or can I make noise or walk?
No, your mouth isn't bound. You guys are in like what are these that they have in the hospitals, like these kind of
Gurneys?
no, what they like the clothing, like you're gonna go in for an operation.
A gown?
Yeah.
Hospital gown?
Yeah, you're both in hospital gowns, which is strange.
So do I see Johnson Jetty get do I see him untie himself?
Yeah. He's,
I whisper. Oh, okay. Were you gonna say something?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I whisper, Jetty, untie me.
I say you guys are like strangers. You guys don't know each other,
Oh,
never
okay.
seen each other.
I'm like, hey, untie me, help me. They need to be untied.
All right. So, having heard the stranger's request to be untied, I uh, I feel
Oh,
com- I feel compelled to help him. He looks like he could use a hand and maybe help me figure out some some reasoning behind where my location, where I am, and at the very least, I think to myself, well, if anything, I can use him as a meat shield.
uh,
So,
when you get up to untie him, you notice someone in the corner of the room. He's also wearing a gown, and he's curled up, and he's whispering very softly. You can't quite make out what he's saying.
So now that I'm untied, I get up and I see this person, and I walk over and tap him on the shoulder.
And
and I sit and observe him closely.
he's like, not again, not again. Don't bother me. I'm being good. I'm being good. Don't bother me.
And I'm like, who's making you be good?
It's the, they're always trying to convince me that they're gonna help, but they never help me. They never help me. And when he looks up at you, he does not have where his eyes should be are just craters.
Okay, so then,
You can't fool me again. You just- and this- you can't fool. I'm gonna be good. I promise.
and I'm like, it's okay, you don't have to be good.
And then you hear the door open. Um, who comes in is you see a nurse, what appears to be a nurse. She has like a medically kind of a she's in white clothing and she has an apron on which is actually splattered in blood, and she has a mask like a mask covering her face. And she says, "You're not supposed to be out of your restraints. Get back to bed."
Um,
Jetty just looks over his shoulder at the nurse and disregards the command.
and Johnson's like, who are you?
She says, "Get back to bed right now. I'll have to use force."
And I'm like, oh yeah, what force? And I make an intimidation roll. Can I do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Extreme. Oh, I got a 6 on my second one.
That is unsuccessful.
Damn it. Okay.
I'd like to. Jetty feels threatened by the threat of using force and wants to throw um, the bench or the bed that he was strapped to at the nurse. He'd like to pick that up and lob it at her.
Pick it up.
Yes.
Woo. Okay.
It does have strength D10.
Yeah. Sure. Let's give deal initiative, and you'll have a surprise action. You'll be the one on the surprise round. So Johnson is 10, Jetty is 8, and Nurse is a Joker after
God
this
damn
first,
it.
after
Damn.
the surprise round. So give me a strength roll -2.
And I got an 8.
Excellent. All right. Describe how you go about this.
So since Jetty is standing right by the gurney or the bed, he instinctively reaches with both hands to pick it up, and using the centrifugal force begins to spin around, and by the second spin takes that table and just releases it at the nurse on the second spin around, uh, throwing it in her direction, hoping to catch her square in the face.
All right. Let's see. Um, I'm going to give her. She's as you're doing this, she's kind of she's like ruffling her dress around, like reaching around the back. She's not even looking when you throw. When you lob this bed frame at her, and so she's gonna have a penalty to her. I'm gonna make an agility roll, and she fails. How much damage does a bed do?
Probably strength plus.
I'm gonna give you 2d10. Just because that's awesome. Oh wait, that wasn't a d10. Okay. She gets fucked up. She's done. She gets knocked into, like, out of the door, and then she just doesn't move. It's just done. you
Goddamn.
just killed her with a bed.
Johnson is like, goddamn.
Jetty smirks at the pain that he's inflicted.
Is he proud of himself?
You can't really tell, but he's a proud anytime. Anytime that someone is screaming in agony and pain caused by him. And on that note, he noticed that the nurse was digging for something and wants to go pry through the nurse's
It's actually
unconscious corpse.
what she was reaching for dropped on the floor. It's an axe right next to the door under the bed frame.
All right.
It has blood on it, by the way.
Jetty picks up that axe and casually tosses it to the other prisoner.
And
Give
I
it-
catch it.
All right. If you guys are looking around in this room, there's some broken glass by the window, which has bars on it. There's there's different kinds of beds. There's like what you threw is kind of like this metal bed frame that's like medical, but then there's also some like homemade beds, and some of them are just like busted up. So there's like 2x4s on the ground, and just a lot of like a broken down end table.
Okay. Well, Jetty feels the need to arm himself as well, so seeing an opportunity to inflict some serious damage, Jetty decides to grab one of these 2x4s and equip himself with that as well.
Okay. So um, when you guys go outside, it it's the nurse's body doesn't have much more. She has a syringe on her that appears to have blood in it, but that's about it. Trying to find Axe really quick. Is that a D4 or D6?
Probably a D6. I thought blunt weapons were usually D4.
Oh yeah, D4 is like small weapons. Um, yeah, just like your
Strength D6 is what I got right there.
yeah, I have the roll a D6 for the axe and D4 for the 2x4. When you guys go out on the hallway, it's it's dark, not many lights. Some of the doors are open in this hallway.
I'm sorry, I missed that. Say that again.
Oh, when you guys walk out to the hallway, the lights are out, but some of the doors are open, and there's like it's a moonlit night, so you could see stuff around. Uh, some of the doors are open.
All right.
Uh,
Before I make any plan to move to do anything, Jetty decides to take that nurse's body and hide it in the room that he woke up in, and while doing so, kind of wants to fit in and tries to see if he can fit into that nurse's uniform as well.
You succeed with
And
a bloody apron and all. And you put the mask on. You see, just look like a buff nurse. um, yeah, and you guys, as you go down, I assume you're checking the doors.
yeah.
yeah, now that we've got that bit of business resolved, Jetty definitely wants to look for a way out.
You guys go to a couple of doors down. You guys see there is a room with a patient in it, and that would be Arnie tied up to a bed.
Okay, so what they actually see is a man a man looking lizard, face of a lizard, has a tail, probably in a straitjacket at this point. Maybe a little coming down off of a sedation. He's kind of looking around. He's got red scales all over his skin, and from what you can tell, he's not naturally like this at all. You can definitely tell that he's been forced to be this way somehow.
Yeah, and next to Artie, there's actually medical equipment in that room. Uh, mostly syringes, a variety of syringes with different colored liquids.
So, I go and I take my axe and I walk over to Arnie and I'm like, or wait, was there anyone else in there?
No, it's just him.
Okay, so I walk in there and I hold the axe above his face and I'm like, who are you?
Good drugs. Is it drugs again? Drugs again? I need drugs. You know I need my drugs.
And I'm like, what drugs?
The table. You know, the good one. The blue one. The blue one.
And then I go over to the table and I grab the blue one. And I'm like, this one?
I think so. You know I'm colorblind, right?
I'm like, you want this?
Please.
If you want it, then tell me who you are and why you're here.
Arnie is kind of confused at this, and he's kind of, you can see him struggling. Does he look like a tentacle monster as I look over at him?
Um, I would say not in this case.
Okay. Not this individual.
Yeah, you kind of need a reason to trust him.
Okay. And he'll say, okay, you're not one of them. Sure, my name's Arnie. They call me Crazy Lizard here. I don't know why.
And I'm like, good job. And then I hand him the blue syringe. And, or wait, he's bound. Okay, so I cut with my axe, I cut the restraints off of one of his arms and then put the syringe in that hand and then walk and then take a couple steps back.
So I've got this blue liquid now. I'm going to immediately inject it into my veins. I don't know what it does, but
Taking a shot in the dark, and it's the good one. You just start like spazzing out, and you're like freaking out, man.
Awesome. So you see me convulsing for a little while, and I kind of fall limp against the bed and the wall for a moment, and then I relax, and then all at once I just, okay, so what are your names?
Jetty just stands silently and guards the door, looking for any other enforcers.
I'm like, I'm Johnson, and that's, I never did catch your name, did I? What is your name?
Jetty looks at his over his shoulder and motions towards the numbers that appear on his gown, and clearly it shows the numbers 1980, and that's all he gives you.
And I'm like, okay, I'm Johnson, and this is 1980.
What did y'all do to get in here?
What I'm about to do, or wait, no, never mind. Uh, you don't want to know, man. It's a long story.
Jetty just grins really maniacally and grunts.
And I kind of exchanging glances. I kind of sense something, but I'm not really too sure what it is exactly. And then I look into your eyes a little bit further, and I kind of nod and laugh. And I'll stand up, kind of stretch for a moment, my tail going as far back as it can as I extend my arms. Oh, thanks for letting me out. They don't let me spread my limbs like that anymore.
Yeah, this is the first time that One Night and Johnson uh, have seen this place, but Arnie's been here for a few days, and it's just been a constant regimen of injections. That's the only human contact he gets. And Arnie's out on watch, and he actually hears noises from the hallway.
Jetty, you mean?
Yeah, Jetty. Jetty,
Yeah, Jetty.
All right. Do I see anything yet? Because I'm kind of poking my head out of the doorway while standing mostly inside of the room.
you don't see anything yet. It's it's down the hallway and around the corner probably, but you could tell it's more than one individual.
Okay. Jetty motions for to the others to come closer, and just as everyone comes closer to him, he motions for them to stop, and then points in the air by his ear to let everyone know that he senses that there's some people coming, and immediately hands um, hands the 2x4 over to the unarmed lizard.
I'll say no. I have ways to deal with situations if we need to. But, you know, you gotta know who you can count on, who you can trust in this place. Don't ever be friends with one of those monsters. And he's very serious at this moment as he's looking into your eyes, and he's kind of wiggling his fingers at you. It's kind of showing you that I don't need a weapon. I've got natural weapons, and he actually with that is immediately will dive under the bed and try to hide underneath it.
Oh, um, Johnson is like, okay then, and he kind of walks to the door and peeks around.
Do I need to make a stealth roll for that?
Not yet.
Okay.
Whenever they have
Enter, I
the
will.
occasion to notice. As are you still by the door, 198?
Yes. As Johnson comes closer, Jetty steps back and kind of wants to close the door in order to sort of set up a sneak attack if the sounds of the individuals get too close. So I step back away effectively from sight.
Okay. And around the corner, wait, is Johnson looking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnson sees some big, like some big four like quadrupedal figures. Uh, let's see how many. 3 of them, and they go around the corner, and they like go faster the closer they get. It's they speed up, and as they get closer, you could see that they are also lizard-like, but much more monstrous than Arnie is.
So I go back and I whisper, "Hey, I saw some things. I think they're like they're pretty strange looking, but I think they might hurt us. I want to kill them."
Did he leave the door open?
Yeah.
They're running at this point, and they jam the door open, or at least the first one, the only one could fit so far. And we'll do initiative. Johnson 8, Arnie 7, Jetty 7. Jetty goes first. And Big Lizard is going to be an 8 and go before everyone. He,
I didn't like it an 8.
yeah, but he got a spade.
Lucky.
Okay, so this thing squeezes through. Where are you guys all in the room right now? Oh yeah,
Arnie's under the bed.
Jetty,
I'm at the door.
yeah, he's at the door, and I'm just beside. I'm adjacent to the door. I was hoping to close the door, but he was still observing, so I'm right next to him.
Okay, Arnie, go ahead and make your stealth roll now,
Okay.
uh, and the minion is going to attack Jetty. He is very large, and you see, he just has. It looks like he's smiling at you when he busts through the door, but he's just got a huge mouth that kind of protrudes out, kind of gives the illusion of being a smile, and he has so many teeth. So many teeth. And he just gives you the. And he jumps on you. So we're going to do an opposed fighting roll.
Okay.
With Jetty.
Jetty?
Wait,
Yeah.
hit a jetty? Oh.
Yeah, he goes past Johnson and goes for Jetty.
How did he get by him?
I just rolled randomly for an opponent since you guys are both in ice shot. Or do you want to block him off, Johnson?
Sure.
All right, you do your fighting roll then.
Okay, my fighting is way higher than his. So, Hold on, let me get dice stream. Do I include my wild die in this?
Yeah.
Okay. Double twos.
Well, he got a 9. If you
Um,
want a Benny, it might be tough to beat that.
I can't I can't because I only have D8.
He lunges at you and pins you to the ground. Or he lunges at Jetty, but you get in the way. And you get kind of pinned to the ground. And this guy's arms and claws are so big that it just kind of like wraps around your bicep and elbow and forearm like all at the same time. This
Gross.
thing, these things are on 4 legs, but if they were to stand up, they would not fit in the room.
Goddamn.
Um, and you're next.
So, can I punch him?
Uh, yeah, you could
Okay.
you'd punch him.
I punch him right in the face.
Did you still have your axe in your hand?
My unarmed is actually, or I have a +2 to unarmed, and, yeah, my guy likes unarmed better, so he tosses the axe, or whether it was knocked out of his hand or he tossed it aside, he doesn't have it anymore.
Okay.
And so fighting is D8. A 1 and a 2, god damn it. Okay, I guess I miss. Or no, I'm gonna Benny it.
Okay.
Wait, are you keeping track of our bennies, or do we
Nope.
have to? Okay.
Someone used a Benny already.
A 2 and a 2, god damn it.
Benny, that again!
I can't even.
Did you use
All
all
of
your
my rolls
Bennies
so
already?
far. No, I don't think it's worth another one.
Okay.
So I've used one Benny, and all of my rolls so far have been crap.
Did Jetty use a Benny?
Nope.
Okay.
Arnie didn't use one.
Nope.
Okay. But yeah, I fail miserably. And I
Okay.
yell, little help here, guys.
Jetty's next.
And the X is on the floor in case anyone cares.
All right. Now, if it's my turn, am I knocked prone here? Is that what the understanding is?
No, you're kind of this is all happening in front of you, in between you and the door, and there's another one of these creatures is kind of like poking its head through the door at this point.
Okay. So I can act fully properly still.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Okay, so Jetty, wielding his 2x4, decides to hold the 2x4, and he holds it in both hands, and not using it to attack, but uses it to try and push. He wants to push the creature back to the entrance of the doorway to keep all of them at bay. So that's I'd like to try and force him back to the entrance of the door, keep them all out of the room.
Okay. Alright, so all your focus is gonna be on this one action, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do a strength contest. Do you have strength? Or would you rather use fighting?
Strength. I'm gonna use raw physical force to knock this guy a few feet back out of the doorway there.
Okay. So I guess you're gonna use your 2x4 to get this started, to get some leverage, to get him off of Johnson.
That's right.
All right. You got a bad roll.
I rolled bad on my D10, but I did or do I get the D6 for this one as well?
You get wild die on everything except damage.
Okay,
Typically.
all right. So then I did a 6 on that one.
On D6,
Yeah.
it explodes.
Okay. And I got another 6.
It explodes.
And that one ends with a 4.
All right, we got 16. Yeah, you get it. You get it off of Johnson, and you're pushing it through the door as you're kind of trying to push it. Like, actually, this thing, despite being so massive, you're actually fairly evenly matched in strength against it. And at this point, you're trying to push it out of the door, and there's another dude blocking as Arnie's turn comes by.
So I'm gonna try and move out from underneath this thing and just surprise the shit out of this thing as this guy that seemingly tried to help me is trying to push this thing out. I want to go over there and attempt to claw it twice. If that's at all possible.
Yeah. He's in a pretty bad position. Like, this thing that walks on all fours kind of has its belly exposed.
Okay. So that's a 3, so probably not on the first attack.
Actually, yeah, because he's being grappled right now.
Okay. And a 5 on the second.
All right, that's
Those both hit.
yeah, 2 regular hits.
So I got 7 on the damage for the first one.
Nice.
That's
And I got 11 for the damage on the second one.
Yeah.
and that's a fatality. So go ahead and describe that.
So hiding under the bed worked out for me, and just with lightning quick reflexes, you see this lizard just almost like a cat just hop out and go to town, just tearing this guy apart with these 2 slashes. The first one landing swiftly, tearing into its flesh, ripping scales off as the claws rake across its skin. And then he comes around with his left hand, his good hand, and just slowly just drags it across his throat.
Giving it a nice red necktie, and with that, Jetty overpowers him and shoves him out of the room. Let's see. Johnson has a 10. Arnie has a queen. Jetty has a 9. And the creatures go last. So it's on Arnie.
So Arnie smiling about that one having been dispatched finally. He's going to simply move move up to the one behind, if he can, or at least try and get at him with 2 more claws.
Okay. Are you gonna try to stay in the room? Are you gonna try to like poke out or like climb over the body or try to like go out in the hallway to fight?
Actually, it makes more sense for my character if the body is still able to be pulled inside. I would like to pull the body inside the room.
Okay. You want to pull the body inside, and then what happens?
Is it a tentacle monster?
Um, I want to. I want to. I want Arnie. Arnie's going to lean down over this body and start trying to use his mouth and his claws to get to this creature's heart.
All right. So is that what you're doing this turn?
Absolutely, because Arnie's all about eating hearts.
Okay. So next will be Johnson.
Okay. So, I'm just gonna.
You're on the floor.
Huh?
You're on the floor.
Am I shaking?
I don't believe so. No.
Okay, so, they're at the monsters are in the hallway now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna shut the door and barricade it with either a bed, which I probably can't lift, or a bunch of pieces of wood.
There's that bed. Um. Yeah. You lock the door, and you're working on getting that bed over to the door.
Also, are there any more blue syringes?
Yeah.
So I just grabbed them all, and
there, there's the one that you gave Arnie, which he kept, and then there's also another one on the table.
okay, so I take the one on the table. Is there any blue liquid, or is it just the amount that's in the syringe?
There's it's like halfway filled with blue liquid. There's another one that's clear liquid, and there's another one that's red liquid.
So I take all of them. I just shove them in my pocket, or do the hospital gowns have pockets?
Yeah.
Okay, so I shove them in my pockets, just in case for later. And so I after I'm done barricading or whatever, I sit down on the bed.
Jetty, what are you doing?
Looking confused. No. That was a lot of stuff that you did on your turn, man.
Yeah. He put the crap in his pocket, and he's working on getting the bed to the door.
I guess I'll assist. Yeah, Jetty's assisting. He takes the cue from Johnson and helps hold the door closed so that we can proceed to barricade ourselves for the time being.
Okay. So I'll give you guys a bonus for barricading the door with the bed. One person is gonna assist with a strength roll, and then the other person, which is gonna give another bonus, and then one of you is gonna have the primary strength roll, and the two creatures are gonna do the same thing to try to shove into the room.
Okay. Uh, rolled a 4 on my D10.
Who's assisting? I guess
Uh,
you're assisting. If you...
yeah, I was holding it closed while he was barricading.
All right. Make a strength roll.
As I start to rip and tear
Johnson.
into the flesh. Sorry.
Yeah.
Who's making a strength roll now?
Johnson. Assist. Strength.
I didn't realize my microphone was muted. I got a 6.
Got a 6?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys, it's, they're, smashing at the door, like, taking turns ramming it. But it's ineffective. Like, yeah, it's, just both of you guys, barricading the bed. It just doesn't happen. They don't get in. You guys are chilling in here.
Arnie's like, this he stops eating for a moment. He's like, this isn't like home at all. It's not alive. I'm used to eating things that are alive. He kind of bites down harder on the meat as he's still trying to tear and find the heart. Eating bits and pieces as he goes. Finally getting to the heart after a few moments. After a few seconds. He's been working at it for a while now, so.
Yeah, so, I sit down on the bed, and I'm like, okay, so, what's our next, what's our plan for, whatever is next?
Without missing a beat, Jetty walks over to Arnie, grabs the lizard by the throat, and lifts him up and slams him against the wall. Nah. And in the gruffest of voices says, "Focus, damn it."
You don't want any food?
Not liking that response, Jetty decides to give him a quick tap on the face with his head. Wow.
Did you headbutt the corpse?
I just headbutted Arnie.
Ouch.
I lightly headbutted him to smarten him up.
Fine. Let me down.
Jetty hesitates for a moment, not sure if he should let him down. But then he decides to let him go. He was thinking the entire time he would sooner kill this guy for not participating and putting us in jeopardy, helping and then leaving the battle to eat some spoils of war instead of finishing off the rest of the other assailants that are upon us. But Jetty decides to give him another shot. He slowly lets loose his grip on Arnie's throat and turns back towards Johnson.
They're still, banging at the door, occasionally ramming it. And this persists for about 5 minutes, and then it stops.
Okay.
So for those 5 minutes, I'm just kind of sitting on the bed, resting after all that hard work of not doing anything. And then I'm like, once they stop ramming and I can focus, I'm like, okay, so how are we getting out of here?
Well, you gotta take off their tentacles. That's what you gotta do. Take off their tentacles and eat them. Get their power. And he's gonna go over to the bed and say, "Now, if you don't mind, I'm hungry again."
And Johnson is like, "God damn it, Arnie." And then he takes out the red syringe. And
I
he's
immediately go to
debating.
the other side of the room. I don't like that one at all.
He's like debating in his head whether or not to stab him with it. And then he's
You
like,
see me trying to climb the wall, sort of failing miserably at doing so, trying to get it up into the upper corner of the room. No, 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 no! I can't take that.
Everyone have a Benny and Arnie take 2.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
but yeah, I just put the syringe back in my pocket. And I'm like, you can get off with a warning this time.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys took the first syringe, but it was also red.
I know there was a blue one that I injected.
Wait, which first syringe? What?
I think he's got both of them. I think he's got all of them.
Yeah, you said there was. So first I injected him, or I gave him one, and then he injected it himself. And then you said there was a red one and a clear one. And I took and another blue one, and I took those.
A clear, a blue, and a red. So he's got one red, I think. Unless you're making both those other ones red. The colored one's red.
I'll say Jetty has a red one. Johnson has a red, a blue, and a clear, and Arnie has the blue one.
Yeah, I've already used the blue one now, didn't I?
I still
I
got a
thought I
little
did.
left in there.
Okay, so I'll save that for a rainy day. And he'll kind of calm down seeing that he put the red syringe away. he's like, "Thank you for hiding that from me. I can't stand that stuff.
All right.
It burns my brain."
Well,
Yes, 1980.
Jetty decides while everyone is doing their own thing, he goes to listen at the door very carefully to see if he's able to hear anything else, any other commotion, or to see if there's any traps being set up. If he can hear any shuffling outside the door, anything to give him an indicator that they're not alone yet.
No, you actually don't hear anything. You kind of look through the crack of the door at various angles, trying to see as much of the hallway as you can, and don't see anything, and don't hear anything.
All right.
Assuming it's like 10 minutes since the door was closed.
All right. So, with that, feeling a little bit more revitalized and confident again that we're going to be unhindered, Jetty reopens the door, moving everything out of the way, and opens the door and motions to the other two and says, "Come." And proceeds to walk out the door.
Okay. Yeah, I'll snap too. He's apparently my boss now. So Arnie's just gonna lower his head as he kind of walks and kind of limps behind him, kind of slithering as he walks almost. Doing it like an S shape as he walks, looking both right and left. His eyes don't ever seem to blink as he walks.
Okay. You guys come out to the hallway. It's dark but visible, barely visible. Which way do you guys want to go? The way that they came from, or the other way?
I'm gonna taste the air and see which one tastes better to me. And try and follow behind these guys.
Do you have a survival by any chance?
Wait,
No.
I'm going to leave for a moment. I will be back in like 30 seconds.
Okay. How about notice roll -3?
-3? Okay.
Were we all supposed to roll that?
No, just
Arnie.
Oh, okay.
Arnie. He's using his senses, his enhanced senses.
Nope. So I'm going the opposite direction of wherever y'all think they're going. Like this way. We're gonna eat them.
Okay.
I'm looking over at 1980 for signs of gratitude.
So they came from the right. Which way are you going?
I'm going left.
Okay.
And Jetty will follow.
All right. Are you guys looking for anything in particular?
I'm looking for any signs of an exit.
Arnie is definitely looking for that too. But he's only got a little bit of notice skill, so he probably defaults to you. He seems more in tune with his surroundings.
As you guys head that way, it's not that far off, like 2 doors. You Arnie smells something from that room.
You smell something.
I smell bacon. Or hearts. Either one. You know.
Or tentacles.
It's
No. Those things are hard to kill. But I have done it once.
It's coming from the second door on your left.
Second door on the left.
Do you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hear us.
Am I?
You're fine.
Yeah, you're clear.
It's the blind guy. I'm just saying.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go look inside, and it's the blind guy you said.
Yeah, it's a blind guy curled up in the corner.
Oh,
Whispering.
wait. I'm actually. Oh, I don't hear any of you guys.
Weird.
Turn up your volume.
But I did see our chat.
Yeah, I'm going to the blind guy hasn't changed for me yet with my special delusion.
You guys hear me
I'm
You see
guessing.
tentacles.
I see
Yep.
tentacles.
Yeah, from the corner of the
So-
room.
Immediately,
oh,
I'm gonna go
I
over
still
there
can't
and
hear any of you.
Yes.
I'm gonna go over there and
Okay, hold on a moment.
I'm gonna go over there and immediately just attack this guy, trying to reach my clawed hand into his chest and rip out his heart.
Does
Oh, there we
Jetty
go.
care?
There we go.
Does Jetty care?
I missed out on what was happening. I'm sorry.
I can hear you guys. Yay.
Cool. Okay, so Johnson and Jetty are walking down the hallway, and Arnie starts sniffing the air. Or just describe what happens.
So Arnie's yes, this way. And he opens the door and sees the blind guy inside, and y'all can probably see him too as I throw the door open. And I say, you see my eyes get real wide, and I kind of back away for a moment, and then I kind of lunge back in and immediately try and reach towards this guy, clearly not in my right mind.
Is that all that happened?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if you guys care.
At this point, he's giving you an opportunity to interfere with me about to do something really stupid because of my hindrance.
Okay. Does Shetty do anything about it?
Jetty is on the fence. Jetty's intrigued by Arnie. Arnie has a certain lust that aligns with his own, and therefore he can empathize and really get behind Arnie's actions.
Awesome. So you see Arnie just try and reach into this guy's chest cavity and grab his heart with his claws.
Does he succeed?
Oh yeah. He starts hacking at the guy. The guy goes, "No, no!" And he's getting like slashed. And
I'm going to help you.
he dies within seconds. And the only thing he says is, "No, I'll go back down, please, no!" And then he dies.
And then once I finally get to his heart, I'm just gonna rip it out, eat it, and I'm probably gonna munch on a little bit of his intestines as well, trying to broaden my palate.
Alright. How long does this ritual take?
It probably takes a good 10 minutes before I get it all completed.
Okay. We'll head off in the same direction.
Yes, we'll resume going the same direction. That's two. Y'all gotta catch up. These things aren't very nice. You know that if they take over the world, we're all fucked, right?
Jetty just shrugs.
Johnson is just standing there, just trying to understand what he just saw.
As you guys proceed down the hallway, you guys turn right. That's where the hallway leads. Various doors. Some are open. Some are closed. Seems very empty though. There's no signs of life at this time. And when you guys proceed on, there's some forks, but it doesn't make sense. Like this building just extends in various. It seems like there's no logic. It just continues winding and extending out, and there's just more buildings. Even though you could see out the windows and the barred windows in the rooms,
Mm-hmm.
there's just there's no outer boundary. You guys do stumble across some stairs, though, after about 15 minutes of walking.
Jetty heads to the stairs first before everyone else and listens for footsteps.
Are
Uh,
they upstairs or downstairs?
They're who cares stairs.
Can I assist him by tasting the air, using my notice and my racial, giving him a +1?
Let's see. Sure. Give me a notice -3 again.
Just me? Or
Yeah, might as well.
I'm trying to let him. I'm trying to help him. I'm trying to give him a +1.
Yeah, both of you. Sure.
All right, so with my -3, I would get a 2.
I got nothing. Me and him are so awesome at this. We're like, oh, it's clear.
Yeah. I mean, as far as trying to look for people or anything, there's no indication.
Okay. It's all clear. Let's move. Jetty walks through the entry to the stairs and begins taking the stairs. Are they up and down or just down or?
Both.
Okay.
And I'll follow right behind him, and I'll say, yeah, I know. I know what y'all hear from my mouth. It must sound like some episode of Doctor Who, but it's true.
Wonderful.
Given that the likelihood of the exit is on the lower, I would suggest and recommend we go to the lower stairs.
Me too.
But if we go to the top, we can jump down. Wouldn't that be fun?
Suit
Okay,
yourself.
okay, 1980. You're right. Dumb idea. I don't want to go splat.
I could hear the look from over here.
So with that, I guess we all head down the stairs and continue looking for an exit.
It goes 3 stories down.
I guess let's take it to the main floor.
Sure. Or wait, are there any windows? Can we tell if it's a main floor or if it's a basement or something?
When you guys eject from the stairway, it's that's just the same. It's it's no lights. Some doors are open, some are closed. Some moonlight making it pretty difficult to see, but you can.
What in God's
Does he
name?
have special Argonian vision?
Nah, he
I
just.
dreamed about this place one time. I think that's what caused them to show up.
You have
Nightmares about this place.
I guess you have since you've been here. You guys proceed onward into this labyrinth of hallways.
Aren't you going to keep an
Give me-
eye out now for blue syringes in various rooms?
Uh, no luck on that, but you guys give me notice rolls.
Gladly.
No minuses this time?
No penalties.
I've got a 4.
What? I have a double ones. God damn it. Ow. My sister is pulling my hair.
Set her on fire.
I wish I could.
Rip out her heart.
Yes, rip out her heart. Eat it.
I got double ones and it's not worth penny.
Yeah, Jetty got 4 and Arnie got 5.
Johan, do you see tentacles
Um,
when you look at your sister?
Maybe.
Then it's okay. No, it's not. It's really not. Don't listen to me. Anyways, sorry.
So you guys hear chatter from ahead. You hear a conversation.
I'm going to try being stealthy and see if I can listen in on the conversation without being noticed.
How many people are going to check that out?
I'm gonna go around these guys. I'll like stay on the far side of the hallway and make sure that I'm not with the group while I do this same thing that they're trying to do as I see them trying to do it.
I'm gonna just stay back to just avoid my, just better safe than sorry.
Another 5 on mine as I stealth around.
How about 1980?
Oh, I don't know. 1980, I don't know about him.
Stealth roll. You're muted.
Yeah. Before I do that, I'm wondering the voices that I hear. Does it sound like it's human or like what can I hear?
As from a distance, you can't make out what they're saying, but it does have the cadence of language.
Okay. All right. Well, using the my disguise, I'm not gonna stealth. I am gonna creep up in my uniform and see if I can get a better earshot regardless.
Let's see. You hear chatter, and they're just they're talking about the subjects. There's multiple voices, and they're talking about it was very difficult to keep them stable for a while. They're talking about serums, uh, subjects, and yeah, it's like it sounds like medical conversation actually
All right. So,
from around the corner.
so I think Jetty's going to take the opportunity to make his presence known by walking around the corner, keeping sure that his 2x4 is kind of hidden from view behind him, but wants to see if there's a way he can integrate himself into the conversation.
Okay. Let's see. Do you happen to have? I have your sheet here. Let me get to the division of the self. I guess just roll a wild die and d4 plus 1.
Wild die is only 2, but I got a 3 with the d4.
4. As you approach them, um, um, I guess Arnie is trailing behind you, back a little bit, and they look over to you. It's 3 of these nurses with bloody aprons,
Yes.
and a couple of them notice you, and they stop talking, and they're just staring.
Jetty takes the time to try to mingle a little and says, "Nurse, nurse, nurse. Fine evening we're having tonight." And as I do that, I'm walking as close to them as possible and still kind of keeping my 2x4 out of sight.
Um, they as you have a Benny because they already kind of see through the disguise, but it's too funny. This is really good. These two that are looking at you, they kind of just jerk the other one. Kind of they try to dash into some double doors that they were outside of. And the one that wasn't looking at you was just completely caught off guard. So she trips. And the other 2 nurses go inside.
All right. Well, with that said, I'm gonna try and grab a hold of this nurse that trips.
Did you beat a 2?
I don't know, what am I rolling?
Fighting, I guess. If you want to restrain her.
I guess that's what I'm doing. Would that be fighting, or is that a strength or agility even?
I think you could use strength.
Whichever approach you take.
Okay,
you
well,
choose to take.
well, since I know strength is my best feature, Jetty tries to get on top of the nurse as quickly and handily as possible. and again, holding that 2x4 tries to really force that 2x4 down onto the prone nurse to make sure that they're pinned there. So that's my
Okay.
action. So I wanna I wanna
Um,
I wanna
how about
basically
Arnie?
force them there.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely pinned her. She's not going anywhere, right, for a short time. Um, how about Arnie?
Arnie's just thinking because he's just kind of smiling a toothy grin from the shadows as he watches. Somewhat of a voyeur he is.
He's just, okay. uh, admiring the technique.
Yes.
So are you gonna approach? Are you gonna stay around the corner behind?
I'm not making my presence known, but I will move within a pace, a full pace, which is
Okay.
6.
Johnson
Um,
is even further back.
yeah, I stayed back earlier, and I hear. Wait, did they scream or did they just run away?
Yeah. You saw Jetty go around the corner. Arnie kind of just peek around the corner. And then Arnie moves forward, and you hear a scream.
Okay, so I walk over there, and then I see the lady pinned to the ground by Jetty, and then I see Arnie still there, and yeah, I'm like, what the hell just happened?
Okay. So I guess this lady is like, ah, ah, get off of me! And she's trying to struggle, but it's not working very well. You could you've overpowered her.
Okay. So my next action is I'm going to begin interrogating her as physically as possible. And as Jetty opens up and says, "Think fast, bitch, or this could be the end of your short, miserable life. Tell me where I am and how I get out of here."
Uh, Like by being physical, are you gonna like hit her?
I'm jostling her on the floor. I'm pressing the 2x4 on her and maybe starting to cause some bruising with the board. And
Intimidation roll.
yeah, basically I'm intimidating her, but I haven't really gone to that length yet.
Um, yeah. Do you have intimidation?
D8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I rolled an 8
Roll again.
and a 2.
explodes, and you have a massive charisma modifier. So
Yeah.
that's a 16 versus spirit.
Sorry to break the game, but just want to let everybody know that ends up watching this that I am playing Arnie tonight. It is not how I feel about women, but you gotta admire this guy's technique.
Yeah, Arnie's taking notes.
Yes.
And this woman is scared shitless. She's like, "Jeez, just let me go. It's like no one could exit unless the doctor lets them out.
Take me there.
He's, you just you have to go up. You have to. If you go up, you'll find the doctor.
Then you'd better start pointing me in the right direction. And
And
I want to break an arm on the lady just so that she knows I'm serious.
okay. Um. Yeah. You break her arm. She screams. How are you breaking her arm?
I'm kneeling on it. I'm
With
kneeling
your-
on it real forcefully. I mean, I was holding her down to begin with, kind of straddling over her and I lifted up my leg and brought it down on her arm, right around the elbow joint there, and broke her arm right at the elbow joint with my knee, because I'm a big lumbering guy.
And yeah, there's like a crunch and a lot of blood and just like a hideous scream. And as that happens, these the double doors bust open, and there's you see 4 individuals. The 2 female nurses and also a couple of male nurses.
Crap.
Alright, so I'm gonna give you all initiative. So Johnson, 4 clubs, Arnie, 6 of spades, Jetty, ace, nurses, 4 of hearts. Jetty, you're up first. And you're the closest.
Thank goodness. Well, wasting no time, I'm gonna beat down the nurse that I've already got down. I'm gonna really throttle her right in the face.
You should throw her at all the other nurses.
I wouldn't have time for that. They'd be upon me before I have a chance to do that. That would probably require two turns, one to pull her up and one to throw her. So just gonna take it easy here and give her a good elbow right to the face.
You know, finish her.
Yep.
Yeah. You just slam your elbow down on her jaw, and it just gives away, and you hear a crunch, and movement. I'm presuming.
Yeah, and then of course I'm going to stand up and, if I can, slowly back away.
That was just kind of like a warning shot. Any action from Arnie?
Arnie's having his nicotine break.
Oh, okay.
Do I go then?
Any action from Johnson?
So I'm standing all the way in the back, and I'm like, God damn it, when I see the nurses. And so I run up, and then I just punch. Can I run far enough to punch one of them?
Okay, you're gonna run past 190 to punch them.
I am going to punch them. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, fight.
Um, Not a bad roll. Okay. Um, so I got a 7 on my fighting.
Okay, roll damage.
I'm going for one of the male nurses right away. And then my damage is strength for fists, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
what? Okay. And then I have +2 because I have brawler edge. Um, so, 8 +2, 6 damage.
Okay. You you knock this guy back, and he kind of stumbles. You clock him, and he falls back on another nurse, who kind of gets knocked over unexpectedly. Uh, Arnie.
Okay, so
Uh,
due to my absence, do you mind recreating it briefly for me?
yeah, go ahead, Jetty, if you wouldn't mind.
All right, so I was interrogating my nurse, and as I was interrogating her to tell us where to go, um, I broke one of her arms, and she screamed. And at that moment, there were four people that burst back into the room. I'm assuming it was those two nurses that did run away and brought reinforcements. So I clocked the nurse out with an elbow, dislocating a jaw. Then I backed up, and Johnson ended up knocking out one of the other nurses and knocking that nurse into another nurse. So there's two nurses that are active at the moment, I'm guessing.
So I'm going to actually go for one of the female nurses, and I'm not sure how I would do this exactly, but I'm gonna try and grab her hands by the
Um,
wrists.
like a grapple.
Yes.
That would be a called shot, wouldn't it?
Well, if you want to continue restraining her, that's gonna be a grapple,
Okay.
and it's
Okay.
gonna require more actions to do stuff. Like, do you want to like, what's your intent? Do you want to use her as a meat shield or hurt
Uh,
her?
I just wanna my main intent is to restrain her, um, and
One up Jetty.
huh?
One up Jetty.
Sorta. Sorta.
Okay, let's do a post-fighting roll for that. Ooh.
I got a 4 total.
She got an 8. If you
Okay.
would like to any.
Yes, absolutely. I'll spend a Benny and re-roll that for a 3 instead. It just wasn't meant to be.
All right. Yeah. You lunge at her, and she kind of ducks out of the way. She deflects you over to the side, and you overshoot.
Okay.
Now, nurses one shake. One gets up from the ground. And this one that Arnie went at will attack you. And she has a scalpel in her hand.
Oh shit.
and
Oh shit.
and you kind of like turning around as you see her just slashing vertically. Let's see. And uh, you kind of just deflect her arm. Another one. This guy that just got up will the same guy that Johnson punched is going to he also has a scalpel in his hand, and he's attacking, like he's really mad. He's gonna attack Flail recklessly, and he got a 9 versus parry.
Who's he attacking?
Johnson.
Johnson, what's your
He
parry?
hits my parry 6.
Okay. And he is going to do 7 damage versus toughness.
Got it with a scalpel. My toughness is
Oh.
7.
Actually, wait. Okay, you're just shaking, anyways. Yeah, he's wild attacking.
Okay. Yeah. Is it whose turn is it?
One more is going to the last female nurse is going to attack Jetty. He's gonna attack Jetty with an axe,
I don't like that.
and she gets 7 versus parry.
4. So she's hitting.
And she will do with an axe 6 versus toughness.
I have 4.
Okay, so you're shaken as well. She goes to slash at you with this overhand slash, and she overshoots, but she still bops you really hard with the handle on your head.
No.
And new initiative: Johnson, Queen, Arnie 10, Jetty 3 versus Joker.
Weak.
So this one nurse is going to unshake and is successful. And let's see who gets attacked. 1, 2, 3. 2. Arnie gets attacked by 2 nurses. And they're all just going to wild attack.
Yay!
So they miss on Johnson, miss on Jetty, and 7 versus parry on Arnie.
That's a hit.
Yeah, so this crazy bitch with the scalpel just slashed at you, and she's going further into you. She gives you a not so good, a superficial cut. That's kind of just it stings, but it barely penetrated your scales. And it's your guys' turns, which is Johnson followed by Arnie.
So wait, first of all, I need to unshake. I'm about to roll for that. What is my spirit? It is D4. Okay, I failed. I'm gonna Benny that. I have no more Benny. Oh wait, did you give us Bennies?
Yeah, I
Earlier?
gave you all an extra Benny.
Oh, okay, so then I still have one. Um, come in, come in, come in, come in, come in. Wow, I got an even worse roll. I got double ones. Okay, so I'm still shaken. But wait, how many
No,
nurses?
you just spent a Benny, you're unshaken automatically.
Oh yeah. Okay. So how many nurses are there still up out of
Uh,
4?
yeah, there's a dead nurse on the ground. And there's one on you with a scalpel, one on Jetty with a scalpel, and then
I have one with an
two
axe.
Jetty with the axe, and then two on Arnie with scalpels.
So which one looks like the lightest?
The lightest,
Yeah.
the one in front of you, is
Okay.
one of the chicks.
So I'm going to I'm gonna do 2 actions. Pick her up and toss her.
Okay, give me a fighting roll.
My fighting is 8. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. Please, please. Double ones! I've been getting horrible rolls this whole game. God damn it.
Wow, she rolled a 1 and she beat you in the contest.
Wait, how did she beat
Alright,
me? What? I
because
got
she
double
rolled a
ones?
1. She rolled a 1 and you rolled a 1, but you have a multi-action penalty.
Oh yeah.
What do you want to do with the other action?
Um. Uh. Am I allowed to try again?
Sure, but you're not going to be able to throw her.
Yeah, I know. Until the next turn. Uh.
No, I don't think you could do the same action twice.
No, you're
Okay.
not supposed to be able to.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to. I'm just gonna punch.
You're going to punch her?
Then
Alright. Punch her.
double threes. God damn it.
3 is enough to hit her.
What? Okay. So
Because they were doing wild attacks. Trying to capitalize on that
Yes!
Joker. And I got just crappy rolls on all the attacks.
Okay, so I do 14 damage.
On a punch?
Yeah, I have D8 strength, and I got an 8 on that, and then I rolled a 4, and then because of my brawler edge, I have +2 to
Wow.
unarmed combat. So I did
Okay.
14 damage on a punch.
Describe how you take her out.
Wow.
I do like an uppercut, and then she just flies up into the air, and then lands back on the ground with a giant crunch.
She goes up and then she falls down. You just see.
Okay.
Next is Arnie.
I'm gonna try this one more time. I'm gonna try and grapple this girl. Same thing.
Okay. Is this gonna be your only action?
Yes.
Okay.
I got a 6 that time.
Okay, you win.
Awesome. So basically, I've kind of grabbed both of her hands, right, her wrists, and
Yeah.
I'm just gonna spin her around in my grip, and just kind of hold her stretched out in front of me if I can. No, that's not
Okay.
action. That's extra actions. I'm not doing that. I'm just grappling her. Sorry.
No, yeah, you could decide which manner you're grappling her. I guess you have her by the wrists, and you have her kind of like in between you and the other nurse.
Yes.
Jetty.
All right, well, I'm shaken, so we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna remedy that right away. Uh, and I got a 7 on spirit roll.
Nice. You're free to act.
All right. So, since I'm already face to face with this nurse with the axe, I'm gonna swing my 2x4 at her.
Awesome.
All right. So first we do a fight, and I got a 4.
No, that's a hit.
And I accidentally rolled damage at the same time, so I was confused there. And for damage, I roll a 7.
Um, yeah, that's
That
you.
collides. That does damage.
Yeah.
All right.
You slap her really hard with wood, and she hits the wall, but she's still standing. Or she kind of falls down, but she's not out. Initiative. Johnson 5. Arnie 3. Jetty Jack.
Yeah.
And Nurses King.
Oh.
One is shaken, and one is dead.
Yeah, Tom. It's like that.
Oh man, I got nothing.
It's ooh, these nurses are doing well now. So, this nurse lunges at Johnson with a scalpel. Kind of what was the last thing he did? Oh yeah, he uppercut the nurse.
Yeah.
So she's running over this nurse and lunges at you for 6, I believe, hits.
Well, um, parry 6.
Okay, and she's gonna do 6 damage.
Toughness of 7.
Okay. She slams into you, but you hold your ground. This nurse, this other nurse, attacks, starts slashing at Arnie, and rolls a 6 versus parry.
So my parry 6, so I guess it's like meat beats.
She's kind of trying to slash at your stomach. She's
Is this the same one that I'm grappling or the other one?
oh yeah, this one was restrained. My bad. I'd forgotten that. She tries to break free and she's unsuccessful. My bad. Thanks for reminding me. And then this last one is the one with the X, I believe, on Jetty. Rolls 5 versus parry.
Did they get unshaken?
No, nothing happened.
Yes, it did get unshaken.
Okay. I have a 6 for. Oh, wait, no, 4 for parry. I was looking at pace.
Okay, and there's going to be 6 damage.
They did 2 damage.
2 damage? Oh, that hits your toughness?
Yeah,
Okay, you're shaken.
not
Uh,
again.
yeah. Uh, you, next is actually your turn.
Yes. All right. Spirit roll. You got a 7.
Nice.
Okay. I'm gonna knock that, that jerk. And I got a 5.
Yeah, that's a hit.
All right. Oops. And oh, I rolled a 3. Let's Benny that. 6.
Okay. Well, you shake her again.
Yeah,
Um,
this back and forth thing is.
yeah, these actually, I don't think I've failed a roll to unshake yet, which is pretty unusual. Uh, especially for creatures without wild die. Uh, next is she gets hit well in the like in the ribs with the 2x4, and she buckles over. She can't trying to get a breath, and Johnson.
Okay, so Johnson is really intent on killing one of them by throwing one of them at another one. And are there two still standing?
What's up?
There are two of them still standing, the nurses.
Yeah,
I mean, one just got knocked down and one of them is still standing.
one is restrained by Arnie. The other one just got hit in the stomach by Jetty, and there's one that's still is still in good condition in front of you by you.
Um, so I am going to.
If you try and throw one at the one I'm holding, I'm gonna hiss at you.
That wasn't my plan, but okay. I'm going to do. I'm just gonna try to pick her or him up.
Okay,
Is it a male nurse or a female nurse?
it's a male nurse.
Okay.
Oh no, it's a female nurse.
So I pick up the nurse, or I try to pick up that's strength or fighting.
Um,
Or it doesn't matter, they're both D8s. I'm
okay.
just gonna roll D8.
All right. Are you
Double
also
threes!
okay? Is that all your? Are you also going to attempt to throw her?
No, I'm just gonna, this turn I'm just trying to pick her up.
Okay.
I'm gonna Benny that because I really,
No,
really want to.
no, you succeeded. You
Okay.
picked her.
And, yeah, so I'm gonna, yeah, okay, that's all. That's my turn.
Do you announce anything before Arnie's turn?
I'm like, one of you needs to move out the way.
Okay. Arnie?
Arnie's gonna Let's see. Am I about 10 feet away from a wall where I could like drag her with me easily, or would that be a hard task with her fighting me?
No. You could drag her. You guys are in the hallway. There's the double doors that they came out from.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing immediately available.
Well, I'd probably drag her over to the doors since they're the closest, and try and hit her hand on the door to disarm her.
Okay.
So would I do fighting for that as well, or
You could go. Yeah, go with fighting. She's gonna have a tough time avoiding that.
I got a 14.
Okay. Yeah, you disarm her. Would you like to do anything else this round?
I say, quit fighting, bitch. You're mine.
Alright. Here you go. Johnson, King, Arnie, 10. Jetty, 5. Nurses, Ace. So, I guess, she's trying to break free from the grapple. Both of these girls. Actually, I'll take care of the shaken one first. Damn, they're all passing. And she's gonna go for Jetty with a 4 versus Perry.
I've got a 4 as well.
Ooh. Okay, that's not gonna do damage. These two, give me a fighting roll, Johnson and Arnie.
Four.
3.
Okay, so you both tied. So
Okay.
yeah, the situation's unchanged.
Okay, awesome. I mean, I was gonna be really sad if she just swiggled free aims in that instant.
Alright, Johnson goes first, followed by Arnie.
Okay, so neither of them moved out the way. Or I mean, like, I take this.
I
take
technically
this-
moved out of the way.
Okay, so I take the nurse,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just throw her in the general direction of Jetty.
Okay.
Throwing,
Uh,
or do I get like a penalty because it's a human?
just do a strength roll.
Okay. And god damn it, I'm gonna Benny that. That was a 3.
Okay.
Double 3s. God damn it. Okay. I'm out of bennies, so I fail.
Well, you're still throwing here. Oh.
You're doing better than me tonight. Yesterday I was playing with the program and got a 47, but today I don't see that happening.
I think the highest roll I've gotten was 1-7, and that's it. Or no, I got an 8 that exploded and then became a 4 after, or became a 12. So yeah, that's the highest roll I've gotten so far.
Okay, she's on the ground and she's shaking. Next is Arnie.
Arnie's gonna reiterate.
I said stop fucking fighting. You're mine now, bitch.
Let's do Spirit. She still resists.
Damn it!
These nurses are rolling like fucking maniacs. I had oh my god, I swear, it feels like 80% of their rolls is like 5 or 6. They just have 1d6 on most of these rolls. Jetty?
My turn. Okay. I guess I'm gonna take on the shaken nurse. I'm gonna focus my attention on the shaken nurse on the ground there,
Mm,
and bash. I'm gonna try bashing her with my 2x4.
awesome.
So I got a raise with a 4, and I got a 2, so that's 6 to fight.
6, yeah. This, that's a hit with a raise.
So we've got 10. 10 for damage.
Yeah. She's done in whichever manner you'd like.
So to describe what happens, Jetty takes that 2x4 and sees the opportunity, and overhand swings like a big giant baseball bat and brings the 2x4 straight across the nurse's head, shattering skull pieces across the floor as it connects and collides with her fragile bones.
Nice. Let's see. Wow. That one's dead. We have this other nurse attacks that just saw this happen. Attacks Jetty and rolls 12 versus toughness.
Wasn't she shaken?
No, she didn't shook last round.
Sorry, I missed half of what you said.
She attacks you with a scalpel, the one that just saw that happen, and she hits your parry and gets 14 on the damage.
Oh, geez.
Oh no, 12. I did.
Yeah, that's 8 more than my toughness.
That's 2 wounds if you don't soak.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'll use is it 2 bennies to get rid of the damage?
1 Benny, and then do a vigor roll, and every success and raise removes the wound.
Got a 2.
Okay. Oh well. I mean, if you want to use another Benny, you could re-roll that vigor roll.
That's fine.
All right, you get as you smash the skull of as you're beating down this nurse on the ground. This other nurse, is this the one with the X?
Yeah.
Chomps at your back and actually digs in, like behind one of your shoulders, and gets a really good hit in. And you just buckle, and um, you're actually next in initiative.
Oh, I'm next. Okay. Um, I'm assuming I'm shaken again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I gotta get rid of that. Okay. I got a 6.
Oh, good. You're free to act.
Okay. Uh, angered by the the sneak attack. Even though I just finished doing it myself, I don't like it when others take the attack of opportunity. I turn around towards the nurse, and Jetty lets out a real loud scream in hopes to intimidate the nurse. And for added effect, Jetty takes the 2x4 and slams it hard against the wall and screams a bloodthirsty, a blood chilling scream.
Um,
Or he jumps a little bit.
is that going to be your only action this turn?
I'm basically trying to intimidate them.
Okay. Roll your intimidate.
I've got a 6.
That's a tie. So let me see. What does intimidate? Is that shaken?
I think so. Yeah.
Hmm. I can't precisely find it. I'll say he's shaken.
Ugh.
That sounds right to the noob, so.
Uh, next is Johnson.
So, uh, I'm not shaken. I don't think. So, whichever nurse is closest to me, I run over and okay. What? What was that noise?
That was the hissing you would hear coming towards mine.
Okay, so I run over to whichever one is closest, and
The one that Jetty just intimidated.
okay, and then I run over and I wait, so she's shaken?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh wait,
I
you're not shaken, really.
me?
Yeah, were you shaken?
I don't think I was.
Okay.
No, she was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shook her, and then she got back up and whatever, and then I was like, okay.
Okay.
But yeah, so I am going to make a fighting roll.
Okay.
And 5. Is
5?
enough?
Yeah, that's a hit. Roll damage.
So, uh, damn it.
1 on fighting.
Yeah, I have a D8 and I got a 1. I've gotten 2 rolls over a 3 this whole session.
Yep.
So, I
Yeah.
slap her with my one finger.
Okay, you graze her cheek, and Arnie.
Since she's not listening to me, I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite out of her neck.
Vampire style.
Do I need to do it at a minus for holding her as well, maintaining grapple or anything?
Actually, you get a plus.
I do.
You get
Okay.
a +2.
Dang it. Not letting me do it. Trying to fix this.
What are you rolling for? We can just roll for you.
Yeah. Roll and add 4.
Okay. I'll just do that then. So, 9.
That's good. You even get a raise.
So I do 3 damage to this bitch, I guess.
And you have a D6 strength.
Oh, wait. What does a raise mean when I'm attacking? I'm sorry.
You roll an extra D6 and add it
Okay.
to the.
So it's going to be 6 altogether.
Okay. She's shaken. Let's see.
And with that, I'm just going to casually say, I said stop fighting!
Again, she does. Jetty got a joker.
I got a joker.
Yep.
Joker.
What did everyone else get?
Arnie got a queen, then it's nurses with a 10, and then Johnson with a 7.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to make sure that I take my turn next.
After Arnie?
No, I'm going to go
Ernie.
first.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm going to dispatch those damn nurses. This is pissing me off.
Yeah, this is unusually long for a Savage Worlds fight. It's
Yeah.
becoming a blur at this point.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not my fault. I'm trying to do something specific.
Well, it doesn't help that they keep shaking off their shaken status. So yeah, I'm gonna attack first. Seeing as how Jetty knocked the sense out of the one with the no, I didn't knock the one with the axe. I have to fight the one with the axe still, don't I?
Yeah, you shook that one though.
Okay.
And
Okay. I did read the rules up on that. That's what I was looking up while we were playing through that last turn there.
mhm.
And I get a +2 to all actions against them, but they're not shaken.
Okay.
So I'll resume beating the tar out of them with my 2x4.
Okay.
So I got a 6 plus the 2 for having beaten them with the test of will. So that's an 8.
Plus
Then-
your 2 for the Joker.
oh yeah, so that's a
Minus
10.
2 for wounds, so it's an 8.
8.
So
Uh,
everything is actually going to be normal now because the Joker and the wounds.
you you hit with a raise.
Okay. And it'll be 7 damage.
Um, okay. She's shaken. I'm trying to figure out shaken and prone. Okay. um, Arnie.
Yes. Is she still struggling currently?
No,
She stopped struggling.
she gave up after the fight.
So I'm gonna look over at 1980 and I'm gonna say 1980. May I be excused? I've got something I gotta take care of.
1980. Jetty doesn't pay much heed to your words as he's busy focusing on the nurse at hand.
He doesn't even like a nod or nothing.
He's too focused on making sure that this nurse ends up a big bloody mess.
Okay. So with that, I would like to take her off into one of those rooms that we saw before, just down the hall here,
Yeah.
and let y'all's imagination go where it will. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Eddie Johnson. See, unshake. Wow. Okay, the nurse is gonna attack Johnson this time with the axe and swing with a 6. These rolls are unbelievable.
Parry 6.
6 damage.
Oh, toughness 7.
Okay. You're next.
That was the whole
So,
nurses.
wait,
turn.
this. Yeah. Hmm?
Okay. That was all of the nurses.
This is the last nurse in front of you.
Okay. So I'm going to make a fighting roll. Yes! I did it! Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, I rolled a 9 on my fighting. Is that a raise?
Yeah.
Okay. So with my raise, so what I do is, I smack her, or wait, I have to roll for damage. Hold on, C8 plus D6 is yes. Okay, so I got 15 on my roll. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna punch her in the face so she falls over. And then I'm gonna take a step back, and then I'm gonna do an Olympic dive. I'm gonna do an Olympic dive right onto her face.
How much damage is that?
15.
Oh, okay. She's dead. Finally. Good damage roll.
And not even using a penny.
Um. All right. So now that all these nurses are dead,
I need to go to sleep soon too, so
all
yeah.
right. Um. Um. You guys. Uh. What's this? The nurse that Arnie has. Uh. She leads you over to where the doctor is. Um. You guys go up to the stairs. And when you guys get there, it's you guys aren't on the bottom floor anymore. It's in the middle again. And you guys go up the flight of stairs to the top level. You guys go down some winding hallways, and there's a room with some commotion happening inside. Do you guys want to bust in, guns blazing?
Yes.
Yes.
And just wanted to also throw in there that after that last nurse dies, I wanted to take the axe with me that she had.
Oh yeah, for sure. Uh, uh, you guys both have axes, and if you want to, Johnson, if you want to multi, uh, if you want to attack with your axe and melee as well on the same turn, you can. You guys bust in, and there's two two nurses and the doctor around a patient on the table. He looks like one of the lizards, but his head is split open, and they're in the middle of an operation. There's also a lizard on the other side of the room, pacing around. Let's see. Oof. Give me a. Do you have a healing by any chance, Jetty?
No.
Do you, Johnson?
Arnie does.
D4 healing. Let's see if I can get rid of some of those wounds. You only have one wound now, Arnie. And I'm giving you both 2 bennies to finish this off.
Okay.
Okay, so Johnson, 8. Jetty, 4. Doctor, 6. Nurse, 4. And Doctor, Joker.
Damn it.
Do you want to go first, Johnson?
Huh? Sure. So, you said I could punch and slash at the same time.
Yeah.
So my punch roll is 6. Or I guess -2 because of multi-action. 4.
2. Nurse or doctor?
To a doctor.
6 hits. Roll damage.
Wait, I don't have a multi-action penalty?
Oh, yeah. You do.
Oh, it's
It doesn't hit.
and then I'll roll for my second action. Yes. Yes. 8. So I rolled 21.
Okay.
How many raises is that?
Just one
What?
in this case. Because you only get one extra damage die. Those don't stack.
Oh, okay. So,
So roll your damage plus d6.
7.
That's strength plus d6
Huh?
plus.
Oh, yeah, strength and d6.
And then another d6 for the raise.
Oh, okay. Oh, also I didn't realize that it was 1 and 6, the 6 exploded. So, it's actually 14.
14
Yeah.
is actually 2 wounds.
What?
You
Okay,
yeah, you just barely got 2
I'm
wounds.
happy with that.
Okay, so where do you hit him?
I just hit him in the jaw.
In the jaw.
Yeah.
Okay. You hit him in the jaw with your axe, and
Yeah.
and it's just a spray of blood, and he's got just his mouth, his jaws kind of like lopsided and hanging out. Surprise round, Jetty.
Okay, so you'll have to help me out here. I don't know what the damage is on the axe.
It's just strength plus d6.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So we've taken out one of the nurses, if I was listening correctly, right?
No, he got 2 wounds on the doctor.
Oh, on the doctor. Okay. All right. I'm going to help him out and run towards the doctor as well.
All right. Um,
Fighting.
Yeah, fighting and
I
take
have
my.
multi-action.
Nope, I'm just doing one action. But if there's 2 of us, I should get a +1 bonus for like a gang up bonus.
yeah.
So I got a 4.
Plus, he already has 2 wounds.
4 plus 1.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's a 5.
that almost hits. Um, but yeah, that's not gonna hit.
Damn it! I'm never gonna be able to hit him. That was like.
It just actually he just got messed up. Yeah, go ahead and do your damage.
Okay. And 10 damage.
Okay, he's done.
Yay!
Teamed up and brutalized that guy. Didn't get to do anything. Any nurses right next to you. They each there's one on each side of you, so we'll take some attacks. 5 on Johnson, 7 on Jetty.
Shit.
Damage or against a parry? Editor?
Yep.
Wait, against a parry?
I didn't hear that.
Against.
He was asking if those numbers are against parry or against damage.
Oh, parry. On both of you.
Okay, yeah, my parry is 6, so that one misses.
And it hits me.
Okay, and then it's gonna be 7 damage.
And it hits me.
Oh
I have
no!
toughness of 4.
So just shaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Then the lizard creature charges at Jetty. And horribly botches that. He just slams into the what's this table, the operation table. And he's next to y'all too. Next, Johnson is Queen. 1980 is Ace. Creature is 8, and Nurses is 6. So, Jetty.
I get to go first?
Yeah.
All right. I guess with a battle cry, I find myself swinging my axe at the lizard guy. Or no, I can't because I'm shaking. Shit. Let's roll for. Oh, I got a 7.
Nice.
Okay. I always roll 7s when I'm doing the spirit checks. Okay, so I guess no, I unshaken myself, and with the battle cry, I swing my axe as hard as I can, right at the exposed backside of the lizard guy.
Alright.
And I roll a 5.
Does that
5 to attack.
include your -1?
Yes.
Okay, you hit it.
And for damage, I got a 12.
Nice. You execute it. Right. So you like chop at its neck, and it just kind of gives out a blood gurgling scream and falls over. And it's Johnson's turn.
Attack whoever's closest.
Nurse.
Okay. Yes. 7.
That's a hit.
Okay. God damn it, 2 damage. 2 damage.
Just 2.
Yeah, just 2.
You want to Benny that?
Okay.
Oh wait. Is your did you say 7 to hit?
Yeah.
That's a raise.
Oh, okay. So, wait, so 1 plus, oops, wait, 1 plus, oh, that D6 exploded! 9 damage. Without using a Betty. Oh, yeah.
9 damage is a kill.
Yay. So it's just a decapitation. I'm too lazy and tired to come up with it's a better
Falls
thing.
over on the table. Last is the nurse. Wait. Yeah, attacks Jetty for 7.
Dagnabbit.
5 damage.
Hits me for 1.
Ooh. Shaken again.
Shaken again! At least I'm not stirred.
Okay, you both are first, Johnson.
Huh?
You're
Johnson!
first.
Damn it, Johnson!
Oh, I was falling asleep. What happened?
Get your head out of your ass, Johnson. There's only one left. One nurse.
And it's my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So 1 person left. I'm gonna Benny the crap out of this. Um. 5.
Hit.
Okay. And 3 damage. Benny. One damage, Benny again. This thing is rigged. 2 damage.
We did 3 damage. No, that's not gonna. 1980.
Alright. Spirit roll! That one was a 4.
Nice.
That's enough to get me out?
Yep.
Can I take an action? I can't remember.
Yeah. New rules is if you succeed, you could take actions.
Okay. Alright, fighting attack. I only got a 1.
Okay. She fails. And do the the back and forward. She goes first next turn. She fails again. And JD. Jetty?
Jetty's turn.
Yeah.
Alright. Feeling frustrated by the missed attack last time, Jetty re-swings again and rolls a 4.
That hits.
And because it was a full 4, I get an extra 1. So we'll make it a 5. Minus 1 for my wound. And that was just a hit.
Okay, yeah.
Damage, though, is 6 damage.
6 damage is yeah, she's not shaken, I believe, so now she is.
Okay, so with the axe, Jetty swings, does a returning swing, and ends up catching her in the side of the face with the blunt end of the axe, causing her to be shaken.
Nice. Are you still awake, Johnson?
Yeah.
Or finish her off.
Okay, fighting roll. 4.
Okay.
2 damage.
Wow.
Uh,
See if you could beat her on initiative. Yeah, you're both in front of her on initiative.
am I in front of Jetty?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, 7 to hit.
Um. Yeah. You get a raise.
11 damage.
Yay!
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 Oh, wait, no. That's also 12 damage, because I exploded on the 6.
Okay. So you guys massacre the nurse. Look around, and the exit is in this office.
Okay, I leave, and then I go to home, and then I just go to sleep. Okay, bye.
Yeah, you guys have marvelous adventures in the outside world.
Including
Okay.
sleeping.
Okay, good game, guys, even though that one battle was ridiculously long. It was just so improbable how well your page
Maybe you
rolled.
should make like your own mechanic for just preventing stuff like that. Because that was crazy. Just because, well, I mean, I think maybe you should make it so that getting shaken a certain number of times just wounds you. Because that was crazy how they were getting shaken and then shaken
Yeah,
every turn.
they have 5 parry, and I kept wild attacking to drop their parry down to 3.
Oh, wow.
And they kept rolling 4s, 5s, and 6s for getting shaken. I
Wow.
failed. I think all those times I just failed like two or three rolls. All right. Thanks for playing.
My last move before we finish off this adventure is well, I have to stay in character here, and because we finally managed to get to the exit, Jetty, with one final act, decides to grab Johnson while he's not paying attention and swing the axe right down onto the back of his neck.
Scandalous.
Harry. Harry. Harry.
roll a notice roll. I bet you'll fail.
Uh, I have D4 minus 2 notice.
So,
2.
so like
I
you
got 2
got
on my
2.
notice.
I got 5 and 8. All right, you die. And Johnson is, or not Johnson. Uh, Jetty is the winner.
Jetty. Jetty goes, and then he's seen in the street by the CEO of WWF, and then Jetty becomes John Cena.
Okay.
That's the story of how John Cena got famous.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for playing, guys. That was really fun, even though it got really trolly at the end.
Okay.
Thanks again.
Bye.
That was good.
Bye, Chino.
See ya.